I had a very unfortunate incident happen this week with a real estate deal. It was my listing. We got an offer on it 2 months ago. It was conditional on financing and home inspection. So the buyer removed his financing condition. We assumed he got his financing arranged with the bank and put the deposit down. Everything was good. We were just waiting for closing day. Closing day rolls around and the buyer can't get financing. We don't know why. We assumed they had the financing before because they removed their financing condition. The buyer's lawyer didn't have any answers, so they know they didn't have any mortgage instructions from a bank. I tried to call the other agent. He doesn't call me back. He's kind of lost in space. Then I get a hold of him and he's trying to get a hold of his buyer and he's not getting any answers from his buyer, so he's not giving me any answers. We really don't know what happened. At the end of the day, the house did not close. So my seller is sitting there with a moving van full of his stuff and he's moving away. He's bought a house far away and it's a big life change and he can't close his next house deal either. Like, it's a domino effect. So the first thing that pops into people's mind in a situation like this is, what happens to the deposit? Now, this buyer put down a pretty hefty deposit. The amount he put down, I certainly wouldn't be walking away from it. You would think that the seller of the house is entitled to that deposit. But in Ontario, it's not that simple. There's two ways the money can be released out of a trust account if the deal falls apart. First way is a mutual release signed by both the buyer and the seller, just spelling out how the money is to be dispersed, whether it's all going to the seller or split between the buyer and seller or whatever they decide. The second way is by a court order, like a judgment against the person. Like, the seller, in a sense, will have to sue the buyer for the deposit. He's got to go to court and get a judgment against him, and then the money can be released out of the real estate company's trust account. Now, this is the rules from the Real Estate Council of Ontario. My company in particular are very particular. They will absolutely, under no circumstances, would they release money out of a trust account without proper documentation. So I just want to let you know what happens. This is what happens to the deposit in a failed real estate deal in Ontario. Thank you for watching this short video, and for more informative real estate related videos in Barrie, please subscribe to my channel.